All right. Hello and welcome back to another new episode of the unofficial official podcast, episode number 32, the long-awaited return. How you guys feeling?
Wow, it's been a long time, and we are very happy to be back and very happy to be in the same room doing this.
Same room, episode 32. Episode 31 came out last week, and we are just 1 week away from our last episode. There was no break.
Nothing happened.
But no, for real, thank you for your patience. For those of you that follow along with all the things Straight No Chaser, you know that we've been a little busy the past 2 months, and that busyness is only getting busier. So,
Yeah.
but we're back on the road. We're together. We're here in Long Island, New York, on a day off. So we were like, you know what? Let's get a pod down. We have a lot to go over. We're not going to get to everything, but we have a lot to go over. So
Yeah, we sure do.
let's get
Yeah.
it started.
We finally got a chance because we got finally got the show up. Show's going well.
Yep.
The new '90s show's going great, and so this was our first opportunity to record. So yeah, here we are.
Yeah. I feel like last time we were on, a lot of our conversation was leading up to Asia.
Yeah.
And that's what we wanted to spend a lot of our time on this episode was that whole experience with the shows with the Navy, the shows in Indonesia, and then we went to Manila, and that was a really fun experience as well. On this episode, we're going to get into that. And yeah, it's nice to be back with you guys. So, the last thing we did is we were having a conversation about Asia, how we had never been there before. And we start off and we go to Indonesia for the Jakarta Jazz Festival.
Java Jazz
Is
Festival.
that right?
The Java
The
Jazz
Java Jazz
Festival
Festival?
in
Okay.
Jakarta.
In
Okay.
Jakarta.
Interesting place.
Some of the guys went there. Tyler and I did not go there first.
Oh, that's right. 'Cause you guys
Yeah.
got stuck somewhere on the way, didn't
We
you?
got stuck in South Korea.
Our plane was delayed out of Atlanta, so we missed our connection in South Korea.
And you knew that
We knew
you
that
might because
Well,
it was a
we
short
knew-
connection, right?
Yeah.
it was an hour
But-
connection.
Yeah, we didn't have
Yeah.
a lot of time.
But I got to say, shout out to Delta and Korean Airlines because we were walking off the plane in South Korea, which is where our layover was. And on the jet bridge,
Like-
there were these employees, like before you even get in the building.
But because usually when this happens in America, you're like, oh, I can read all the signs. I can. We were like nervous, like when we get out there, like where are we even gonna go? Who are we gonna talk to? We have to find a gate agent somewhere. And go ahead.
And before you even get to the building on the jet bridge, there was employees from the airline with our names on a sign because it wasn't just us. There were
Yeah.
several people that missed connections, and you go to where your name is on the sign, and they just hand you a packet with your hotel room key, your meal vouchers,
Yep.
and your flight for the next morning.
Yeah,
It was like
they're like, this is where you're
seamless.
staying. This is a bus schedule if you want to take the bus to the hotel,
Yep.
and please be here tomorrow at this time. for
What
your-
airline was it?
It was Delta and
Korean
Korean
Air.
Airlines.
Wow.
Yeah, it
Because
was amazing.
when we got stopped on the way to Alaska, American Airlines did not do that.
Well,
That-
everybody just got out and got in line, and we were
Yeah.
like, this is
On this
it's
one-
1 o'clock in the morning.
They had
knew
several
we-
hours
Yeah.
notice,
Oh,
because
true.
of 15-hour
right,
flight.
right. Wow, that's
Yeah, it was
that's
great.
really nice.
And honestly, if like budget was infinite, I would have booked it like that anyway. Because
Sure.
so we had a flight to Atlanta, and then from Atlanta to South Korea, which is 15 hours, and then we had an hour layover, and then we were going to get on another 10-hour flight the
Mhm.
rest of the way to Jakarta.
Yeah,
So
been a lot.
having it broken up was nice, actually. So Tyler and I were stuck in South Korea in Seoul for one night. So we get to the hotel and we put our bags in the room. We come back down to the lobby. We're like, all right, let's have some drinks. I was like, I'll have an espresso martini. I think it'd be hilarious
Of course.
to get an espresso martini in Seoul, South Korea. I
Mhm.
don't know. And it was delectable. It was great. And then we were like, we should go out and
somewhere.
like see the town. And we're here for a night. Let's go experience it. So we
yeah,
did.
because they just
You
put
did.
put us up
Yeah.
right by the airport. So downtown Seoul was like an hour away. So we're
Yeah.
like, maybe not all the way down there, but
So we,
What'd you guys do?
we stayed in Incheon, I think is what it's called.
yeah.
Okay.
So there's a little area around there that we just went and walked around.
Fun.
Had some food.
Bar hopped.
Would you go back?
Yes.
Yeah, I'd like to see like Seoul proper.
Yeah.
But it's
That's cool.
funny when you get the airport in South Korea is like crazy orderly. Like you don't have people like FaceTiming on speakerphone. You don't have everything is just very clean and orderly. And we noticed those things.
Respectful culture.
Yeah.
Thought that
overall.
about
Japan
in
as well.
all the airports that we
Yeah.
went into.
China, not as much. China, a lot of
Yeah.
chaos.
It
It was
A
like,
lot asking for IDs multiple times.
Do you remember when we went to the airport the next morning? We got there before they were like open,
Yeah.
and they did this whole like it wasn't like a cheer. It was like a what was like
No way.
It was like a morning like
like
salute.
prayer,
Oh,
some kind of
like,
a
I love
It
that.
was like all the
Like-
employees lined up at their desk.
equivalent to like the Pledge of Allegiance. Like they all
Aw.
said something, and then in sync, they all bowed all at the same time, and they're like, "Okay, ready for you." We're like, "Whoa,
Let's
that
go.
was great."
Yeah, it was awesome.
I love that.
And then we
So,
finally got to Jakarta.
You eventually got there.
Yep.
I got there on Tuesday night. Did you guys get there Wednesday morning or did you get there
Wednesday night.
Wednesday night?
Yep.
Okay. And then the show that we had was on Friday. So we had a
We had a
day,
buffer day, yeah.
a day off there where we did a show for the opening
The
of
gala, yeah,
of the
yeah.
festival. That was really fun. I will say the one thing about Indonesia is that we really didn't have a lot of opportunity to walk around
Yeah, it didn't
because
really
we
leave
were
a-
advised that we don't just go walk around.
yeah.
Right?
I-
Was that
when
like
we
kinda what we
landed in
heard?
Jakarta, like the airport is insane.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
It looks like you're landing in Dubai. Everything is
yeah.
huge and opulent and living walls, like
Yeah.
floor to ceiling, like 80 feet high. It was,
Yeah, when you think about you're gonna fly into Indonesia, you weren't expecting that at all.
and then you leave the airport,
You
and it's
leave
like,
the airport.
and then it's, oh, okay, this is a poor area,
Yes.
and a
All
lot of
with
scooters,
Scooters.
a lot of
Lot of
scooters,
scooters.
like mopeds.
There's
Yeah.
got to
There's-
be it's
There was a guy we
Insane.
met in the hotel in Seoul.
Yeah.
And
oh,
he was like, my wife's this dude was from like St. Louis, this
Mhm.
random dude. He was like, yeah, my wife's from Seoul. From Jakarta. He's just careful of the scooters.
Sure.
There's more scooters here than I think anywhere in the world.
yeah.
But man, it's mayhem. There's no order, there's no lanes. You just figure it out.
So a lot of our time in Indonesia was either at the hotel, which was really nice,
yeah. Let's talk about
or at the venue. Yeah, so we didn't really have a lot of opportunity to walk around or see the city.
it was also
but-
nice too though because this jet lag was pretty severe. It was
Yes.
I felt like I was just taking 4-hour chunk naps just here and
I
there.
feel like it hit me more not Wednesday, but the next day in like the afternoon on
Okay.
like the Thursday. But I think overall it wasn't what I thought it was going to be. I thought I was going to be dragging. I thought it was going to be like,
Yeah, no, it wasn't
You
too
know?
bad. It wasn't too
But it
bad.
was a good way to get there because I got there at night, so I could just go to bed, and it was like a regular night.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I could see how if you got there in the morning, like I think Walt and Rome did, and you guys got there the next day too.
Yeah, at night, yeah.
But yeah, that was
So the gala,
yeah.
a funny thing happened at the gala. So that we were like doing 3 songs. What?
I don't remember. Go- keep
So
going.
we're doing 3 songs, and the gala is kind of like a showcase. They had a bunch of different acts go up there, do a couple songs, and leave. And it was for like the people that put the festival on, their VIPs, guests of honor, people important enough to be at a gala. So we're backstage, and I think we were next. And the band before us gets up there,
That's right.
and then the first thing they play is
Billie Jean. Yeah.
Billie Jean. And that's what we were going to open with, Billie Jean Poison.
yeah.
And we're like, all right, everybody in the other room, we got to figure out a different song to do because we're not going to do that.
What did we end up doing? Because
I think
man,
we did Uptown.
it feels
remember.
so long
I
ago.
feel like-
No.
I remember
did-
the event, but I don't remember us switching. I don't remember.
We
that.
did I'm
I do remember
Yours.
that now that you said it.
Yeah, we did I'm Yours. And
Oh,
we did Help With My
Help With
Friends.
My friends, yeah.
One of my
we did, yeah.
friends
And Uptown, probably,
yeah. We probably put Uptown in for
Yeah.
Billie Jean. But it was just funny because we're like getting ready to go on and they start playing Billie Jean.
That was going to be in the show
Anyway,
anyway. So it was easy
Yeah.
switch. And if I remember right, we didn't have in-ear monitors there.
Yep.
And it's just easier
Easier
switch
to make changes. Yeah.
stuff around. But that was, I like that we were asked to sing there because I feel like it was I don't know, a good way to introduce us
Sure.
to people who have never heard of us before.
Absolutely.
I think that was the most
And I
nervous
thought that
for
was-
that one
yeah,
because
it
it
was
was like
cool.
the very first one. I wonder how these people are gonna
Yes.
take that.
And you're in a room with all these
Yeah.
Like crazy,
am-
insane.
I mean,
like, good
amazing
musicians.
musicians.
Oh
just
yeah,
like,
these people at this festival,
like,
like
let's go,
the best
you know?
of the best instrumentalists. They
Yes.
play anything and
And-
sing anything. They were oh my gosh, incredible.
So good.
But what was also cool is like the guy who was the MC for, like the whole weekend
Yeah.
really took to us.
He sure did. Yeah.
And
Yeah, he was
they
great.
do this thing called the jam session at night in this like back lounge in the hotel. And he was like, you guys have to come and you have to sing. And like the whole idea of the jam is they'll have someone on the keys and then any random person will come and play drums, any random person will play guitar, bass, whatever. Any
Yeah.
singer will come up and sing whatever. It's like live karaoke, like every
Yeah,
with
that's a good way
like
to put it.
crazy talented musicians. And then we would come, we would get up there and be like, all right, all of you guys take 5.
Yeah.
We'll,
Yeah.
we're
You
gonna
gotta
do
get this one
We
out.
don't need any of these instruments up here.
Yeah.
You kid. This is your
So the
Real
one
quick.
night, I think it was the first night we were there. I think there were only maybe 6 or 7 of us, and we didn't have Luke Bob,
No.
Oh, that's
but we
right.
had Steve, and I
Yeah.
think we did in the Still the Night,
Yeah.
and then we did Up on the Roof. And
Steve didn't know it. He
here's what I
kinda made it
noticed.
up.
I noticed that when we know that it's, oh, this is not going to be good, if we're looking like we're
Oh.
having an awesome time,
Tell it.
it's not going to be as like awkward as I feel like we maybe thought it was. And I think we could have done anything. It's just the fact that we actually did it at all that I think was a good thing. Like
Yeah.
it was a good thing because everybody knew it was like,
Yeah.
oh
Yeah.
yeah, there's only half the guys here. Like
and
it's not.
and we
Yeah.
were on mics.
And we're on mics.
We're
so we
on
have to sing
mics.
We also
louder.
had amplification.
And one unfortunate thing about this room, it's a huge lounge. It's like a cabaret. Everyone in there was chain smoking.
Yeah.
You walked in that room
Oh,
and walked
yeah.
out and you're like, I have to
Which-
burn these.
which is great for singers
Yeah. Yeah.
and your lungs.
It's good for jazz singers
Yeah,
sometimes.
maybe give
Get a little-
rasp.
Yeah.
So the festival is you don't buy tickets to see an act.
Mm.
You buy tickets, general tickets for the festival, and then you could wander around
Right.
into all the different theaters, all the different acts, and watch whatever you want. There's no seats outside of Jacob Collier. He was like in the main room,
Mhm.
whatever, like the headliner. He had seats, but like all the rest of the venues were just GA standing room.
Yeah.
And we were in a big like
We
it
were.
looked like a big like airline
Airplane
hangar.
Yeah.
Sure did.
And it was a little nerve wracking because it's okay, no one knows who we are. Who's gonna come to this?
And the show was at 10
Yeah,
o'clock,
it was
maybe
late.
like 9:45 or something.
Yeah.
It was a little bit later.
It's like who's gonna come to this? Because there's all these other names that have been there before.
Yeah.
People know, so they're probably gonna seek those shows out. It was nerve wracking.
And it was the opening night of the festival too.
yeah,
But if you notice, like slowly,
yeah. It really
was just-
it really started to fill up. It was
yeah,
great.
like all these people started to walk in, and we hit the stage, and it was just all of the energy.
Yeah.
I remember
We were
after
rushing
I
like
remember after
crazy.
the first song, like I was having a hard time.
It was very hot.
really hot. And I think even halfway through the show, I had to ask. I think it was Fredo was doing his intro, and I was like, "Dude, stretch. I need to catch my breath." It was almost like I was hyperventilating.
Yeah.
I wasn't able to catch my breath. It was just really weird. But it was the heat and it was the energy. It was the whole thing. And it was
Yeah.
like, whoa, I am out of shape.
All your
or,
adrenaline is
out
good.
of show shape.
Yeah.
That was another
But-
one too, like the gala where we went out there. It's okay. We tried to put together the best set list that we could, and with all the big hype songs. All we can do is go out there with a bunch of energy, and whatever we give back is what we give back. And then it was fun.
It was great, man.
They were loving it. It was awesome. It was
Yeah.
I think we'll be back. I hope we'll be back.
Yeah.
Even something like Creep that was like slow and like
Mhm.
different arrangement than anything else in the show. They
Yeah.
were like
Yeah.
into that.
Everything else was like really high energy, lots of choreo, big production numbers that are usually the openers or closers of one of
Mhm.
our sets. But we just threw them all into one set.
It was with a heavy set.
yeah, it was like, hey,
hits.
we're gonna
Just
bash you over the head
Was
with
it
some
one
hits.
set?
one set.
I think so.
It
Yeah.
was one set. Yeah, yeah.
I think almost all the shows that we did over there were one. I'm
You're
sure
right,
there
you're
were
right.
others that I'm sure there were was an intermission for some of them, but
No, I think they're all one set.
But I do want to give a shout out quickly. So we had a group of handlers, I guess you would
Yeah.
say, the people who work for
Chelsea
the
handlers.
festival. They were super nice. They were so great to us. They went, I mean, over and above. Just
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was awesome.
it
Well,
was
The nicest people.
so cool.
Told us right when you got there, they gave us a packet with your T-shirt,
All of
your
it.
lanyard, your everything. Like here's where the
Yes.
here's your meal things. Here's where the meals are. Like here's where you go. This like everything was all
Yeah.
mapped out. And they said there's this lounge over here that's open 24 hours. So because we know you might have some jet lag, like I did up
Mhm.
in the middle of the night,
Yeah.
wanted some water, so I went down there and got some water.
Yeah.
They were above and beyond.
And everything. And it was just like
they were with us-
really easy
They
to
were
get
with
around.
us at every event.
Yeah.
To
they
there
met
and
us
back.
when we got off the plane, like before customs.
Yeah.
They walked us through, like it
Mhm.
was so smooth because it's always a little nerve wracking when you go to another country and
Yeah.
you're like, all right, I got to deal with the airport and customs and all this and that. Walked us right through it. It was so easy. It helped us with our
Mhm.
bags. It drove us to the hotel and everything. But yeah, it was. Shout out to that team. That team was amazing.
Is that what it feels like to be a real celebrity?
Yeah, probably.
Probably. Yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah, probably. But we also did a little side thing
Oh yeah.
in
Yeah,
Jakarta,
yeah.
which we posted on our Instagram. And
That's another thing.
There's another
about
thing coming.
these events is that it's an opportunity to meet with and to sing with or to work with some other people who you know or like who you may not know, or yeah, like it was just a cool open kind of vibe there.
Yeah, networking, man.
Was there any show that we saw there that you guys liked or that you remember? I know we didn't get a lot of opportunity. We
Yeah,
saw
just the people that played
Did
that
we
night.
We
see-
saw
Thank
the
you.
gold. We saw gold, and we saw
Jesse
Colin
Gold,
and
who was
Jesse
Oh
awesome.
yeah,
Gold.
Jesse Gold. Yeah,
who
yeah.
is a singer-songwriter from Toronto. He's really good. He's kind of like R&B soul
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Yeah,
So he was playing the night that we had a show, so we were able to walk over, and then we were able to see a little bit of Jacob Collier as well.
yeah, like the first like 50
But was that
minutes.
it? Was that all? Because we left
Jack's
today,
gone.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he started at 8, and I think ours was probably like 9
Yeah.
or something.
I wish we could have stayed for the next day because there were some other acts. But yeah, so our show was on Friday night, and then we left on Saturday, and we flew to Okinawa.
That was Sunday.
That was the first.
No,
I don't know.
Sunday was the
These are
show in
rhythm.
Okinawa.
Okay.
Sunday was the first show.
Right.
We
Yeah.
flew overnight.
we
That's
left.
What it
like a
was.
red
We
eye.
went to Shanghai, and then we went from Shanghai to Okinawa, and that's what we were saying earlier about the airport
China.
in Shanghai. I don't know
They took
why.
my portable battery
but
charger.
I was
Lot of
asked
checks.
I was
a lot
asked
of checks.
for my boarding pass after I got through security, probably another 3 times,
You know what I don't.
and nobody else was.
You were the only
That was
person
the
asked
only
on the
one.
entire bus.
You know,
so
you know what I don't get about that, and what I always ask is
Yeah.
like, how do you think I got this far?
yeah, what are we doing? Like,
I wonder that about life in general, but also on the bus, like the bus was literally okay. So you check in on the flight, you check in at the desk, they scan your boarding pass, and then you go out to a bus that takes you to the plane. So we've already scanned,
We're already
right?
scanned.
We're already officially scanned onto the plane.
and already through another like the initial security,
Yes.
and then the boarding pass
Yeah,
to get on
we
the plane.
scanned on the gate at the gate, showed our passport, boarding pass, and then we get on this bus. Mike is standing next to the door. The bus finally fills up, and the doors are about to close. And this woman comes out. She just asked to see
Singles
Mike-
him out.
just to see Mike's. You do look shady.
It's a little shady looking guy.
I might
Yeah,
have to
she
put
has-
up or something.
She asked for Mike's boarding pass, but yeah,
Oh,
the
it's so
guy.
funny.
So we went through security in China. Like I bought this like big portable
Oh yeah, they took your
charger
So
for your phone and iPad and stuff. And yeah, in Asia, you have to take out each portable charger and put them each in a Ziploc bag.
External charger they don't like.
Yeah. So anyway, so I'm going through and like the guy, he picks it up, he's looking at it. He's like, no. And I was like he didn't speak much
Yeah.
English. And I was like, what? He's just looking at it and telling me no. And I'm in China. I'm not going to argue
Yeah,
with some
no.
official.
All right,
like,
man, no problem.
Charger.
I'm not
Yeah,
trying
no
to,
problem,
yeah,
man.
I'm not trying to end up in some
No,
prison in China.
No.
But I was like,
Can you
okay,
ship that back to me, or how does that work?
I was like, this was made here in China.
Yeah,
Like you
on.
you should be cool with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so he took it and I was just like, all right, see ya.
Yeah.
I just walked away because I wasn't gonna argue.
It's just, man, it's just so funny sometimes.
Seems
like,
almost arbitrary.
where yes, like
Yeah.
who makes the decision to do this and like when?
So Walt,
on, man, like-
Walt was behind me, and he has a big one too.
Yeah.
So when he saw the guy take it, Walt quickly grabbed his and put it in his pocket, and I was like, smart.
But
Like
he had to
the-
still go through this.
No, this
like
is
the metal
after.
detector. Oh,
This is after. So at least he got to keep his.
Yeah.
Well, both of us didn't get checked.
Ooh, power bank.
So then we get to Okinawa, and like,
Okinawa.
dude, total Hawaii vibes.
so
I felt like we
Very,
were,
right?
very
felt
Hawaii.
like we were in a Hawaiian island.
yes. So I think there might be a little confusion with because we said that we were doing the shows with the Navy, and I feel like you automatically think it's the USO. This was called
MWR.
which
a different
is
thing. Yeah.
morale, welfare, and recreation.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's what that
I
stands.
also definitely knew that for sure. 100%.
Yeah.
I feel like this is more directed at
The
like
people that live on the
Families.
yes, the
bases.
support staff,
Yeah.
the families, all that. So the show in Okinawa was at like a little cafe, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
with
there
like
might
a
have
raised
been
stage.
160
Maybe.
people.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't a big thing, but I think one thing that we noticed as we went through is that all of them seemed so happy that we were just there at all.
Yeah, you gotta try to put
know,
yourself in their
like,
shoes. Like
yeah,
these people live on a naval base on an island
in the middle of the
in the middle of the ocean
yeah.
in Japan, and they're away from home. They're away from their extended families, and their dad or mom is deployed for
yes,
undisclosed amounts of time. And just the fact that MWR is like so great enough to like bring stuff in to be
Yeah.
like, let's boost these
Yeah.
people's morale, give them some like a
Mhm.
little taste of home. So I think they appreciate it. Okay, you guys made like this trek all the way out here just to perform for us, and it means a lot. And then I think what they don't understand is how much it means to us, because it's like it was such a just insane experience for us to be able to do that. Like we often hear people come through the autograph line that are like, I was stationed here and there, and your music helped me get through deployment and through this war and whatever. So to be able to go over there and meet them at their place and sing for them there was insane.
I thought that we would see more. I mean, at our shows, I thought it was going to be more soldiers, but
I did too.
I don't really feel like we saw a lot of them. There were a few that were there, but I'd say it was mostly families and stuff. But the Okinawa, we got there in the morning, and then was the show the next day or was the show that day that we
I think
got
it was
there?
the next day.
Because we flew overnight and we arrived.
I don't remember.
It was the next day.
Yeah.
You're right.
because
It was the
we had
next
a
day. So
earlier
we got some
sound
good
check.
recommendations to go out and.
That's when we went to dinner with
and
Brits.
he went to dinner with Brits
Yeah.
one
Oh,
night.
yeah, that's right.
And I think that afternoon was like the first experience that we had with the sushi that was on the
conveyor
bed.
belt sushi.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
So good.
It
Oh
was
my God.
so good.
Yeah.
I put up a video of it on Instagram.
Yeah.
but basically, you sit at this table and you order from like an iPad and you
Yeah.
hit the button. You say, how many orders you want, and then you hit order, and then you wait for it. Not very long, and all of a sudden you hear this ding.
Yeah.
And this sushi comes sliding in right to your table, just right above your table.
It arrives.
And then you
Take
take
it
it
off.
up, and I had never seen.
Yeah.
And
anything
then when
like
you're
that
done with the plate, there's a little thing to put it in so it goes down to
Yeah.
the dishwasher.
So efficient.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a lot of things that I think everybody noticed.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't we do things like this?
Yeah. Listen, I'll say this before we gush so much over Japan.
That's
We're
coming.
about to.
Yeah. It's coming.
They've had a lot more time to figure things out than us. Like we're still babies.
Yeah.
We're still babies. We're in diapers.
They have another 12 hours every day.
No, they've
Ahead
been,
of us.
I mean, they've been around longer.
Time zone joke.
I know.
They've been around longer, so they've had a lot of time to figure things out.
Start.
We are very new, so we're still figuring it out. We're in
Yeah.
diapers. We're in the toddler phase.
We've been figuring stuff out. We have Google.
Yeah, I know, but there's
I-
stuff that they've got
so-
figured out that we haven't yet.
I remember when I got into the hotel room in Okinawa, I think I sent you guys a message and I was like, what does this mean? And it was
Oh.
in the bathroom or the remote control, I forget. And then you were like,
It was the remote for the
Use
fan,
this
the
app.
AC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Google
you're like,
Translate.
yes,
Google Translate.
that thing was a
Life
life
is
saver,
game
man.
changer over there.
Segu was saying that
Right.
like when
with
we were in
everything.
Korea, if you're in like Spain or Italy, like the alphabet's kind of the same, so you can figure out some words.
Yeah.
Over there, no chance.
And I thought it was going to be harder than it was, actually,
Yeah.
the culture shock thing.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be harder, but I think nowadays with all the technology and stuff, it's just, I don't know, it just kind of makes it easier to get around. It's
Yeah,
don't know.
Technology definitely helped
Hey,
for sure.
It's also an
Everyone has-
international world now. You know?
and yeah,
Everything's connected now. So in these countries that are very tech forward, they all speak English and they speak more languages than we do.
yeah.
So I'm sure if you drive 45 minutes outside of the city, you could find
Yeah.
yourself in a town where good luck.
Oh,
No one's going to
yeah.
speak English. Like you might find some young people
Yeah.
who are learning in school, but
So
it was a
the-
lot easier. I agree.
Yeah. So the show in Okinawa was okay. Leading up to when we were going to go to Asia, we decided that we were going to learn a handful of new songs. There might have been 3 to 4 new songs.
Cool.
Okay. So in Indonesia, though, because it was a set that we were like, hey, let's just give them all the hits, we didn't sing any of the new stuff. In Okinawa, that was the first show
That's right. The
that
first show that we
we
did. More Than Words.
sang
APT,
some of the new stuff,
Feather.
which is
Feather.
APT, More Than Words.
Birds of a Feather.
Was there another one, or was it just those 3?
There was another one. Oh, Die with a Smile.
That was
Down the Smile. Yeah.
Which
So
some of those songs may come back in the fall. We'll see.
absolutely,
We'll see.
yeah. And
comment below which ones you want to hear.
I think the fact that we were in a new place, it wasn't a huge amount of people. I think it almost made it easier in a way
Took the
though, for
pressure
us
off.
to kind of
Sure.
debut songs. And if you look at all the songs we did over there, they were all either recent hits over there, or in the case of More Than Words, that's a song that's just been around.
It's ubiquitous.
Yeah,
Everyone
yeah.
knows it. Yeah.
So we looked at that and we selected those songs, and I think they all went over really well.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
did. It was great.
Yeah.
You never know how people are going to react to us because it's.
Yeah. So
I
after,
want to say we're polarizing, but
Yeah.
we're so different
yeah.
from a band.
And I think now there were a few people who had relatives or friends who had seen us in the States.
Yeah, there was a couple that
And they
did
were like,
get it.
oh, yeah, we,
Yeah.
all that's, yeah, yeah. So that was super cool. So we spent the one night there, and then the next night it was the show. And then we left the next,
But I do want
Morning.
I do
Oh, yeah.
want to say one thing.
yeah.
After the show,
Oh yeah.
we went out. Right, we went out
We
to
did.
that.
Oh,
Little area.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
We went
that
to
was
that-
Like
so much
Cars Against
fun.
Humanity, that one?
had
We
so
went
much
to that
fun.
Irish pub.
Yeah, yeah.
And
the
shout out to
cards.
this random Irish pub in
Okinawa.
Okinawa
Yeah.
because they had the entire Detroit Lions season playing
Oh, yeah, that's
on the
right.
TV.
They did.
It was
then
all the highlights
tell
from
'em
every game.
Tell them what game we played.
And then we played Cards Against Humanity.
Had
And then
Freedom never played that game.
I don't know.
I don't
Somebody
think-
who was with
he
us
there?
that night had never played it. Maybe it was Jerome.
Walt.
Was it Walt when he first
I
got
think
there?
Walt maybe had never played.
I don't know, but it was hilarious.
It was very funny.
It was
but
funny.
Do you remember
We were-
there was people
We were
Yes.
crying laughing.
there were people
lining up
behind
shots.
us
Yeah.
that probably ripped
Oh,
20 shots
20.
each.
Granted,
I
they're
don't know about
20
each,
years
but-
old too. They could.
Yeah, you could tell they were like in the military.
I think it was like 3 people, and they had a whole just like shots on a tray, like a
Yeah,
full
they
tray
were
between 3 of them.
ripping shots. It was crazy. It was fun to watch.
It was.
But anyway, I just want to shout
No,
out
no.
the Irish pub.
Yeah. So we're in Okinawa for 1.5 days, and then we leave the next morning and we fly up to Tokyo,
Yep.
and then we drive about 45
An hour,
minutes
yeah.
About an hour, yeah.
to what I would say is probably the main, like what's it called?
Yokosuka.
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 Right. So I'd say our main kind of like our biggest name.
It was the biggest one. Yeah, yeah.
There's some there, yeah.
Yeah.
I think we looked it up. The biggest one in the world, I think, is in South Korea.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
So we
The
go
biggest
there.
one of ours.
Yeah. And so we get there, and then the next morning, one of our ships was arriving,
Aircraft carrier.
like a huge one.
Oh,
I think George Washington.
Yes.
So
it was
cool.
really
I
cool to
have
see
so
it
many
dock.
pictures and videos of
Yeah.
it coming in. It was insane. Like that thing is so
And it was much
big.
larger than it even looked because we were so far away from it. And as it got in, we were just like, "Oh my goodness, these guys look like ants on
Yeah,
there."
I wish
They
there
look
were. I wish there were jets on it when it
Oh.
came in, though. It would have been cool to see. She said that it was only docked for like a few days, and then it was going back out,
Oh, okay.
and they were going back out to pick up the planes.
Oh, that's so cool.
But I was like, oh, it'd have been
Oh.
so cool to see planes on
Yeah.
it. Oh man, because then it gives you like a real idea of the scale.
Absolutely.
Because you know how big those planes are.
Yeah.
But that was like, it was insane to watch that. You're just
So-
like watching it, like awesome.
Yokosuka was the only place that we did more than one show.
Yeah, we did
Yep,
two
two
shows.
shows.
We
The
stayed there.
Fleet Theater.
Yeah.
We
And
did
yeah.
one show, we had a day off, and then we had the next show.
Yeah, it was like a Wednesday and a Friday. And that was a show that there was a lot of kids and they were hiking.
Yeah,
in
they
front
were
and all
going
that.
nuts during
That
Taylor
was
Swift.
so
Like
fun.
literally losing their mind. It was
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah. And then I think it was after that show where the lady who worked for or who hired us to come there, she was like, "You guys are exactly the kind of act
Yeah.
that we need and that we want." And I feel like that's always a good thing to hear.
Oh, 100%.
You
Getting
know?
that. It's almost like getting, I don't know, the word is not coming to my brain right now. But it's nice to know that, okay, they get it. You know what I'm saying? And they
Mhm.
understand that we can appeal to
Mhm.
kids and parents and grandparents, and we can craft our show to hit all those demographics. That's what we go for.
What were some of the things that you remember about the actual base itself? Like the whole, like the, I guess,
It's like
life on the base.
it's like a mini America. Like,
Yeah,
they
that's
built
what I
right?
remember.
this
That
mini-
was like
There's
the
like Taco Bell and Starbucks,
I had
and Dunkin'
McDonald's,
Donuts,
like three,
McDonald's,
yeah, 3 mornings
Pizza
in a
Hut.
row.
and- I don't remember what the store was called, but it's like basically a Walgreens. It's like a mini
Movie
America,
theater.
a movie theater. Yeah, it was crazy.
It was like you were in a mini America. But I still like to walk around
Yeah.
in the morning and like a couple different ships or see the water or whatever. But yeah, it did feel like you were in America a little bit.
And
But we
it
did
helped that
step
the
out
weather
one-
was really nice.
Yeah,
and we did
like
step out of the base one time. And we
Oh,
went,
absolutely.
went out and just
Yeah.
got some.
Yeah.
the
So,
bar we went to with Jerome and Phil
yeah.
was, it was just like some guys. It
Little
felt
spot,
like some
yeah.
guy's apartment. It was on the second floor in this building. It wasn't an apartment, but that's what it
Mhm.
felt. But yeah, we were crushing those shoju and cranberries.
Goju. Yeah.
Shoju is like their liquor. It's like an Asian liquor where it's like
It's not that
tasteless.
strong, right?
It's no
Yeah.
20%. So it's like a little stronger than wine, but it's like tasteless. So like vodka, like you mix it with something, you're not going to taste it. So they pour like this much of it into this giant glass and like this much cranberry juice,
yeah.
and then you just feel like you're drinking cranberry
Like,
juice.
I remember it was easy to get on and off the base, right? Like
Yeah.
you could walk
Yeah.
like right out, and then you like around a bunch of restaurants and like around a bunch of bars and stuff, and then you could just walk right back onto the base, go back to the hotel, which was
You had to show
right on
papers
the-
in your passport,
Sure.
but
Yeah.
yeah, it was a lot
it was-
easier than I
it
would
was
have
a lot
thought.
easier.
Everybody not named Yonid.
Yeah.
Yes.
they didn't
But I
like
remember that.
I'll say this though, like one of the things they don't really tell you when you go to Japan is like when you go there, you have to swear allegiance to one of three gangs, right? The three Japanese gangs. It's 7-Eleven,
Oh,
Lawson's,
Or the
Or
Family
Family
Mart.
that's right.
like
You have to show.
those three stores are exactly the same.
Which one were you?
They're all the same. They're literally the same store,
I think I probably hit more 7-Elevens.
Probably, yeah.
yeah.
but they're all literally the same. They all have the same
Yes,
exact stuff.
Family Mart, but I went to Lawson's and to.
We went to Family Mart in Okinawa.
We did.
right outside the base.
Yes, because there wasn't a 7-Eleven or there
Yeah.
was a Lawson's, but it was there. But the thing is that it's not like the 7-Elevens here, but I think well, a side note is that I think they want to make the 7-Elevens here.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the Japanese
They are.
own it now.
They own it now.
Majority
But like
of it, yeah.
you can go in there and you can get a good sandwich. Like it's not
It's like a Wawa.
yeah. Yeah, and it was all
Not as good. It's not as good.
there's
as Wawa.
ice cream in there. There's you can get
Everything.
everything. And
It's not that different from a regular 7-Eleven.
But it
just
is a little
it
bit
just
in
has a little.
quality.
It has a
It
little.
looks a
yeah,
lot nicer.
quality. Yeah, we have garbage, but
we would know because we really like to go to convenience stores.
We do.
We like to go to truck stops.
Yep.
We like
Yep.
to do those things. And we understand when there's
Yes.
one that
But those.
you can
But if you're going
you
to
can have
if you're going
lunch.
to
You can
Japan,
go to lunch. You can go get like
prepare to swear allegiance to one of
something.
those three. To me, they're literally all the exact same
Yeah.
store.
Yeah.
But it was very easy to get on and off the base. But we didn't talk about, and the day in between our two
Yes.
shows,
Yes, we should talk about
we
that.
went to
Kamakura.
Yokohama.
No.
We went to 2 different places.
Kamakura.
Kamakura.
Yokohama was one of them, right? Though,
I
didn't
thought
we?
so.
No, Yokohama was the area where Yokosuka
Oh,
was.
Oh, okay.
So we go to Kamakura, which is like an old city about 45 minutes away.
Yeah, I guess it was
And-
the capital, like
Right.
long time ago.
So we go up and we see a bunch of temples and a bunch of older like stuff or whatever. And then it was almost like we made like
Oh, dude, you sounded so American.
I know I did.
Oh, we
Just
saw like
older.
some older stuff
Well, I
or
mean,
whatever.
I don't know how to
Really
explain it.
Temple.
I don't
It
know.
reminds,
explain it.
reminds me of this girl on the cruise ship.
Yeah.
Todd and I were talking to these girls on the cruise ship, and John as well. And we're like, oh, so we were in Athens for the day. And we're like,
Yeah.
oh, what'd you guys do today? She's like, they were like these like total like
Oh,
rich
great.
kid girls from, I don't know, some big city,
Yeah.
and American girls. And we're like, so what'd you guys get up to today? She was like, we went to the Acropolis. It was like, whatever.
No, but I don't know how to.
Yeah, there were different
Explain.
temples and shrines.
We also did something
Yeah,
that we
so we-
don't usually do over here. Is we
walked
did
down
did
there.
some busking that day.
We did.
That was really cool. I think
Yeah.
we took video of it. I don't,
We
I
did.
don't
We
know
have
if
lots
it's
of video of
online
it.
yet, but
Not online yet. We're gonna cut it up and make it look cool.
we did Happy one time. I feel, and then we did
on yours. We did
yours.
Happy.
yours.
Happy.
Yeah,
We
Sounds
did
about right.
APT, and again, like we drew like big crowds.
we
and, like,
did.
people were really into it, which is cool. Like our whole goal of going to Japan was to introduce ourselves to as many people as possible, like
Right.
Japanese people. Singing on the bass and everything is incredible, but
Great.
it doesn't really help that side of it.
That market, yeah.
So we were like, all right, let's put the onus on us and do it ourselves. And
Yeah,
when we're out in public, let's sing and tell people who we are
and
and let the news travel.
I think the second one we did was Happy, and we got lucky that there was like, I don't know if it
It
was
was like
a
field trips.
school, like a field trip was
Yeah.
like walking by, and they were hype.
They were going crazy.
Those
yeah.
kids were having a great time,
That was awesome.
and it was super fun.
And we saw
So-
two,
and that
Buddha,
day-
two big
Yeah.
Buddha statues. That was
Yeah.
cool.
The craziest thing about that was that big temple we saw at the top of those steps on the hill used to be next to the water, but they moved it.
Oh, I didn't hear that part.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Our guide was like, they moved it. I'm like,
What?
like 800 years ago or whatever it was.
That's
Like,
insane.
how do they move it?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Bulldozers.
Yeah.
So-
cranes,
Yeah.
That
the bird.
that was a long day.
It
Yeah,
was.
But I
A
feel
lot of
like
fun.
it was one of the first opportunities that we had to like
do sightseeing.
not have a show,
Yeah.
not do anything, and just see another part
Be
of Japan
tourists.
that we
Feed
would.
tourists in a
Figure out that they don't have a lot of trash cans.
Yeah,
yeah. No, we learned that. Day.
that's where we learned that.
yeah.
that's
we
right.
had our iced coffees.
Starbucks cups were just
Yeah,
chilling the whole day.
Yep. Once again, Americans.
I
with
found
our Starbucks cups in Japan.
a bathroom
Yes.
Yeah.
that had
The tiniest.
It's-
So-
can.
Literally, like the
filled the whole thing.
that large Starbucks cup filled that right up.
for the people watching on YouTube, literally the size of this mug,
It was so small.
and like that
Oh,
the diameter.
man.
It was hilarious. And Mike was like, bathroom. And I was like,
There's-
oh,
there's
finally.
a trash can.
Because you got to carry it.
Yeah.
You got to carry this empty cup with you because there's no, you're not going to litter in Japan or
So
anything.
then we learned though that that's how the culture is.
Yeah.
Is that you take it with
Yeah,
you.
you take it home and throw it
Take
away.
it home and throw it away.
Yeah. Or they
Yeah.
could be gross like us and just throw it on the ground. And,
Right.
No. So after
Yeah.
Yokosuka, where do we
Yeah.
go?
So,
We did the second show.
so we
there,
did the
which was
second
great.
show on Friday, which was great. And then the next morning, we head out to another base
Atsugi?
at Sugi,
Yep.
which is where all the airplanes were.
Yeah.
So that was a base that was, I think, a bunch of pilots. Yeah, that was
Yeah,
like the
that was all the
pilot spot.
airmen.
Yeah. So we get there, which was about 45 minutes away, maybe like an hour
Yeah.
away from Yokosuka. small, like
Much smaller base. Yeah.
not like the campus vibe.
Yeah.
I mean, it like had a campus vibe, but like it wasn't with all the difference. Like it wasn't.
Yokosuka felt like a city. This felt not. Like, it's just a
Yeah.
lot smaller.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's like a camp vibe. These are horrible ways.
And then we did the,
but I don't
that's
know
how
what
you're gonna
I don't
learn.
know what
That's
other
how you're
words.
gonna-
Yeah, I don't know
You know,
what
that's how
other
you're
words.
gonna think of
to
it. And like I feel like I didn't really see anybody when I was walking around. Like
No.
there wasn't a lot of the
It felt we
weren't a
were
lot of
at
people
a
out and-
like small college at spring
Yeah.
break,
at spring break.
and everyone was
Yeah.
gone.
Yeah.
So we do the show there that night. So that was the next night, and we get there, and then we do the show. And that was the last show that we did with the Navy.
Yeah,
That was the last one. That was 4 shows in all. Was there anything about that show that you remember? I remember that in our little room that we were hanging out in, there was like a little theater on the side. There was a bunch of video games you could play. There was like a bunch of
it
computers.
was almost like
bunch
their
of-
clubhouse.
It was like
was like
clubhouse
a-
kind of
like
vibe.
Like
Yeah.
a union,
Yeah.
like a student union at a college.
Yeah.
Yeah. They gave us those very cool coins.
Oh yeah, the
You know,
MWR
like,
ones.
Yeah, like
mhm.
each branch has their coins. They
Yeah.
gave us one of those.
That was super cool.
The guy who runs like the whole program
Oh, he was there.
was
yeah.
there and came back and was.
Oh, remember that's where we had
Very-
the
very happy.
nicest driver of a.
Oh
remember that
yeah,
guy?
dude.
He was so nice.
Yes.
Koji.
What is-
So happy.
Koji.
He was so happy
He was
about
the
life.
man.
Oh, if we could take him with us.
I know.
Driver.
So happy
He's
about life.
he's so great.
Koji was.
And then after the show, we had some drinks at the bar
Yeah,
at
they
Yeah.
the
had a
same
bar there,
building.
Yeah.
That's where we argued
That's when
about
we
like
talked
basketball.
about Jordan
The
and
shuffleboard.
LeBron and Kobe. It's shuffleboard.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Yonin was like, "Oh, I've never played," and then destroyed,
Destroyed
everybody.
This game
Got the soft hands.
Yeah, exactly. He's, I'm just gonna use it like I do a fader.
He's got
Like,
those soft
He
hands.
knows how to use a fader.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so I'd say all in all, everything we did with the Navy was
It was
just
very
fantastic.
fulfilling. Like selfishly, it makes you feel good because this is cool. That
And I
we get to do
feel like they want to have us back. I don't know
Yeah.
how they do it, if it's like
and
if they got to wait a
yeah,
year or if it's
and
another
like
day or whatever.
Jakarta, all of the handlers that we have, from the 2 guys in Okinawa to Katie and her
Yeah.
team in Yokosuka to what was the guy's name at Tsugi? I forget his name.
Oh yeah.
He was very nice too. I forget his name, but everybody was awesome and took care of us very well, and couldn't say
yeah, it was great.
so many nice things to say about
Yeah, it
them.
was great.
So MWR, thank you so much. Please have us back all over the
Mhm.
world. They've got, bases everywhere.
Yeah. So
Then
we
things get crazy.
so then we okay, like I guess I'll say it like this is we had about a week off after that.
Yep.
But we got this opportunity to do a show in Manila, which is in the Philippines. But it wasn't until the following weekend. So on the way into this, we were like, okay, should we say yes? Should we do the show? Knowing that there was going to be a week in
A
the
dead
middle.
week.
And
It's an expensive week.
it's an
like,
expensive
a lot
week.
of
So
hotels and
yeah,
all
so
the
we really
things.
thought about it, and it was like, this is what we said we wanted, so
Yep.
we should say yes. So we did that. So then, like, we end up with 3 days off with nothing to do in one of the
no
best
obligations.
cities in the world, Tokyo.
Tokyo. Yeah.
Yeah. So like a good 3 days in Tokyo with not a lot of obligations other than I think we met up a couple times and we did some singing, some busking
More busking.
in the big area.
Shibuya.
Yeah.
Went to Shibuya Crossing.
Yeah.
We had a bunch of flyers made up
That's
with
right.
just our picture and our name. And we just went to Shibuya at night, started
Started
singing,
singing.
and drew crowds.
Yeah,
and,
same thing
and
in
just started
the other
passing
one.
out these flyers with our name and our
Yeah.
picture on it. And it was like, please learn who we are.
Yeah.
And
And it was a little bit of a bummer that we didn't have an actual show there, but I feel like we did the best we could with
What we had.
Like,
we made the
what
most,
we had-
we
yeah.
made the most with our opportunity. for
Yeah.
sure.
yeah.
It was like we could go on for hours and
Mhm.
hours about Tokyo.
Yeah, I'm sure like some of those because I know we took a lot of videos.
I have video
so
of all
I'm
of that.
sure they'll be up
We'll-
online
we'll-
at some
we'll
point.
put them all up.
Yeah, yeah.
It was
super
cool. Like people would come up after and be like,
Yeah.
"What's your name? Who are you? Can I follow you?" Even some Americans that came
Mhm.
through when we were at Tokyo Tower, we were singing and then we took a photo. And as we were walking away, this guy was like, "Hey, are you guys Straight No Chaser?" And we're like, "Yeah."
Yes, in
Yeah.
the park.
He was
in a
there with
little-
his girlfriend,
Yes.
and he was like, "Oh my god, this
Yeah.
is insane! I can't believe I'm meeting you
Yes.
guys." And he came and took a picture with us, and
Yeah.
they sang a
I
cappella.
remember that. Yeah, Boston University. or
Yeah,
something
that
like
was so cool. And then we just were like, we have to put ourselves out there.
Have
like
to do it.
Yep.
Yeah.
we're
And it's not the easiest thing. I mean,
kind of
for
awkward.
performers,
It's
like,
awkward.
It is
because you're
It is.
interrupting life for
Right.
everybody in that moment,
Yeah,
and it's the musical equivalent
like-
of a FaceTime on speakerphone.
yeah. Like you can't be afraid to be like to
Just yeah.
be a little awkward and
Yes, you have to fight through that
yeah, a
initial
little
like
cringe.
because
Yeah.
even like in Kamakura,
Mm.
outside
Yeah.
of Buddha, we're all like, "Oh, should we do this? Oh, we're
yeah,
just
yeah,
too,
let's
Outside
just
the
do it,
Buddha,
just
we're
do
singing
it.
out. It's like
It's
no,
like
let's just do it.
too many cooks, too many
Overthink.
So many-
overthinking. It's guys, let's just stand and sing.
And
this
do
is
it.
what we do.
Yeah,
People will enjoy it.
yeah,
Like,
absolutely.
so we went a ways away, and once we did, like people started enjoying
Yeah.
it, and that's it. So again,
Yeah.
you have to fight through that initial awkwardness because it is awkward. As the performer, it's like uncomfortable. It's like,
Yeah. Yes. Hey, like
I
say,
know
hey,
you're
look,
going-
Look at me.
I know you're going about your day, but you should stop and listen to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's awkward, but it's also you got to do it.
That's what you gotta do.
put yourself out there, and
Mm.
we made the most of it. And we did several performances all over Shibuya Crossing. Handed out like 250 flyers.
Yeah. What were some of the highlights from just hanging out there?
So the first thing I do when I go to any
Yeah.
city is look up comedy shows, like
Yeah.
a comedy club. And I did it jokingly in Tokyo. We were eating sushi. We were at that place sitting at the sushi bar. And I did it jokingly. I was like, first I looked up sumo wrestling because I was like,
Oh, that's right. You did for it.
that'd be really cool.
Yeah.
And then
That would be really fun. To see.
two of you guys knew that it was like off season.
I think. Yeah, maybe
It
Jerome
was
did. Yeah.
no, it was you and Phil.
Oh, I don't know how I would have known.
You were like, oh, that starts in July or
I-
whatever. It
I
was
think it was me.
I was somebody and
Thought
Phil,
that.
and I was like, wait, what? Who knows this?
Yeah. What? Yeah. I didn't even.
So
know.
there were no sumo shows. So I was like,
Yeah.
okay, what else do I like to do? I like comedy. I like dragging these guys to comedy clubs wherever we go.
Yeah.
So I half did it joking because I was like, how are we going to see a comedy show in
I don't know
Tokyo?
if it's in English. or not,
Exactly.
So yeah.
So I Google it, and then Tokyo Comedy Bar comes up. It was like English shows, and I was like, okay,
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
we're doing this, and we went
And we
Sunday
did.
night, and it was amazing. It was like
And the next night.
super small
Yeah.
club, like probably the size of this hotel room,
Yeah.
like very small. We all went in with the lowest of low expectations. 'Cause
Yeah. What do you know?
What are you going to get
Yeah.
in Tokyo in English? Who knows? But the show was amazing. Like
It
the
was so
comics
fun.
were very funny. They made us a part of the show like
Yeah.
several different times
Made-
because we were like the
right
majority of the
there.
audience.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there was
half the
8 of us
audience.
in there one night.
Yeah. And there's the club seats probably 30.
3:30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we had such a great time. We went back the next night.
So great.
And,
And it was right in the middle of
Shibuya.
all of the stuff.
It
So
was
it's
right
easy
there.
to go to,
Yeah.
easy to get
Down
there, and then afterwards we could walk around, go to different bars or go to different, just hang out
Yeah.
in that area. And there was a lot of action.
So much.
I
It's
mean,
like
all
Times
through the
Square
night. Yeah.
on steroids.
Yeah.
It's, man, I say this a lot, but I had such high expectations for
Mhm.
Japan, Tokyo specifically, and it blew those expectations out of the
really
water.
meant
It was. I have to go back and spend like a lot of time
Yeah.
there because it's
I
a great city. The
It
food is
was
insane.
thinking that of all the places we went over there, like I could bring the kids
yeah.
right here.
The whole
Big
time, I'm like,
family
this
here,
is like
you
this
know.
place is like made for Jamie. It's you eat
Yeah.
everywhere you go.
Oh my god.
Ramen,
Food,
like
the
it's-
sushi and the ramen were
So clean.
so
They-
good.
Yeah.
Like these random places that we'd walking off the street, you order on this kiosk and you
Mhm.
get this ramen. It's so good.
Yeah.
You're like,
and the steak, dude.
goodness.
The Japanese A5. Okay, so the very first day we were there, we walked to the fish market, like the famous fish market.
right. Yeah.
And we all sit down at this sushi restaurant. That's where I looked up the comedy club. And Fredo and Jerome went to this other place. And Jerome comes back and is like, dude, I just had the greatest steak I've ever had in my life. And Jerome exaggerates a lot. So usually you take what Jerome says with a grain of salt. So he's it's the greatest thing ever. And it's okay. I'm sure it's fine.
Yeah.
On the last day we were there, I was like, okay, I got to try this
Yeah.
steak sandwich.
Right. 'cause
And
you
I
went back
went,
and
and Steve was randomly also at the fish market. So I was like, I'm going to this steak sandwich spot. And he was like, all right, I'll come. Legit the best. It was
Wow.
unbelievable. I thought he was just being him, but legit, it was one of the best things I've ever eaten.
How much of it was the bread
The
itself?
bread is 2 slices of like Wonder Bread, like white bread,
But soaked in butter, probably
Nope.
fried.
just dry, plain.
Really?
Yep. And then steak, and that's it.
Not even toasted?
No,
Wow.
Really?
No.
Okay.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be like
nope. This
so,
is
like-
on the street, dude. This is on the street. They cook it on this tiny little
Whoa.
grill, like right
Yeah.
in front of you.
Okay, let's go back.
Yeah, let's
Dude,
I want to go
It's
try that.
it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
It's
The food was so good.
so good. We found this really cool wine bar, this wine shop.
Oh yeah,
Remember?
shout out to our
Yeah.
girl.
Malia. I
Yes,
think was
right
her
next to
name.
the hotel. Yeah.
Malia's wine shop. This is how accommodating.
He
they
was-
are. So we were like, okay, let's get a bottle of bubbles. And we were like, okay, let's do it.
We're super
I
classy.
was like, I saw a wine shop when we got out of the car earlier, right next to the hotel. I'll walk over there. So I walk in, and their selection is insane. Like Napa cabs, French wine. I'm a big wine nerd, so I was like nerding out in the room. So I was like, "Do you have any cold champagne?" She was like, "No, I don't. Sorry, not in the shop, but I do have some in my wine bar, which is like around the corner upstairs." And I was like, "Oh, okay, thank you." She's like, "I could walk you up. We're not open. We open at 5." And I was like, "Oh,
Sure.
okay." So she walks me over, unlocks the door. We walk in. She pulls the thing out, and I was like, "This is insane service, like
Yeah.
customer service." Like I feel like if you're in New York City and you go in,
They'd be like, we're closed.
yeah,
Yeah,
do you have
we're
any? Do you have any champagne? No, I
No.
don't. Get out of here.
Yeah.
Have living down the street.
But super accommodating. And she made us
Dumplings.
food
Yes,
that one
those
day. The
dumplings,
dumplings
come
were
on.
very good.
Yeah.
And then we got to watch another show.
We did. I think I was looking up. We were
Yeah, you
on our
found
way
this.
to Tokyo.
Yeah,
or
you
it was
found this.
it was maybe the day before we got to Tokyo. I was just kind of looking up just to see if there were any shows in town or like something to go do like at night. And yeah, and then we saw this a cappella group. Was it what they called?
Voctive.
Voctive.
We
Yeah.
took a
Voctive.
train for an hour
We
and
did.
15 minutes.
It was a commitment to get down there, and I don't think I realized when I mentioned it that
None of us did.
it was out of town. It was a good hour out of town.
Yeah, we just thought it was
thought
Tokyo,
it
but it was like
Tokyo.
out in the burbs.
That was Yokohama.
That was Yokohama. Okay. There we
Remember you
go.
said earlier that
Yeah, okay.
that was Yokohama. But yeah, so
We saw Voctive.
Voctive, which is it like a Disney acapella?
They all came
They-
from
they all
Disney.
work-
Or they're from
They all worked at Disney, or some still do. And I think it's 11 people, guys and girls.
a lot of their show.
They performed
It
a lot
was
of Disney, a lot of
music.
Broadway, and they performed this beautiful symphony hall, and
So nice.
it sounded amazing.
They're
The
insane.
show-
I'm sure all
very
of our fans know who
talented,
they
yeah.
are, but if you don't follow them, they're
Yeah.
insane. Like they're way better singers than us.
Yeah, so we saw the show and then we stayed for a little bit afterwards just to talk to them. They
Very-
were
Very cool. Very
Um,
cool.
I think they're going to come to our
Orlando.
Orlando show,
yeah.
yeah.
So that was super fun. I was just like, man, how do we get into this theater? Like, how do we
Yeah.
get a show in this theater?
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
Beautiful.
it seemed like the audience was just like
Eating
on
it
their
up.
every
Oh yeah.
like on their every note, on the edge of their seats.
Mhm.
They were so respectful. Like it was.
They would have also
Super
appreciated our
fun.
show.
I-
That's what it felt like.
I
It's,
think
oh,
would
we,
have.
we could have
Yeah.
done a show here, and they would have
Yeah.
also enjoyed it.
And I think we'll eventually get there. But I think if anything, it was a bit of motivation in a way.
Yeah.
It was like, all right, hey, like we can do this too. But I think one of the reasons why they were like, that was really nice of you guys to hang around is that we had to leave like early the next morning and we went to Manila, which was our last stop on the tour. I think we left on like Wednesday
yeah.
night.
But first, in the airport, we had a issue. Some of us got a stamp into the country, and some of us didn't.
yes.
So they're like, "How are you here?" And we're like, "We have these
You're
military
right.
papers." Anyway, all that aside, all of us were up at the counter
Yeah,
with the
technically,
airline employees
yeah.
trying to figure it out. And one of the dudes that was working there was like, he was like, "Hey, are you guys straight no chaser? Text me Merry Christmas."
Text me Merry
Text
Christmas.
me
And we got a picture with the
Yes.
kids. It was cool. It was
so funny.
it made that whole like
It sure
did.
confusion time
Yeah.
like worth it. It was like, yes, cool, man.
Yeah, and like the other thing
still
about
isn't
that
drinking
too
and
is that
giving
like
to us.
it's about who you talk to because after this whole thing, there was one guy walks over. He's like, "It's all good," and then it was like, "Okay, done."
Yeah.
Like, wait, what?
Yeah.
He was like,
Yeah.
all right, cool, go ahead." Wait, I thought this was the whole thing.
Yeah. So
You're gonna go over
then
and
we
be
got
like-
to Manila.
We got to Manila really late at night.
We
yeah,
probably got to the room at what,
Yeah.
1:30?
Yeah, 'cause we ordered food because we hadn't eaten
Yeah.
the whole night.
really nice hotel,
Yes.
Amazing hotel.
really nice entrance. As we landed, there
Oh.
was someone there who was
Yeah.
waiting for
And
us. Had
We didn't talk about that.
like
happened at
necklaces for
At
us.
this hotel too, and in Jakarta is the buffet.
Yeah,
The food was
Feed
amazing.
buffet.
it was great.
Dude, the food in Okinawa, that breakfast might have been my favorite one.
Oh
was
yeah,
that?
that was a crazy.
I don't remember that one.
All these like
They had like breakfast.
random options.
They had that pancake machine where you like wave
Yep.
your hand and it gives you a pancake.
But it was
I don't
that.
like pancakes.
But also it was a lot of other stuff
Options,
that you
yeah.
wouldn't normally
Yeah,
associate
it was like curries
with
and
breakfast.
rice and soba noodles.
Yeah, in Manila, I had a similar buffet, like a bunch
Yeah.
of different things you could eat.
So we get to Manila on Wednesday night, and then the next day we have a little show at a mall. And initially, I think when all of us heard about it, we were like, "What? A mall? Like, really?" And then we learned that's a thing.
Yeah, it's a thing.
Kind of
And then we really learned
it's
that
a-
it was a thing
it's a huge mall.
after we
it's
did
the
it.
It's
Mall
all
of
of Asia.
Asia.
It's huge.
And I think that's when
This
someone
one.
said, "Hey, this is what it
This is
feels
what
like
it's
to be
like, yeah.
famous, boys." It was intense. It was loud. Like, we did maybe like
multiple levels of the mall. People were watching.
45
They like
minutes.
stopped or all
They
around
have,
the
they have
railing.
seats too. There's like a whole seated area, and then
Mhm.
all like the railings are just
up
lined
on
with
the
people.
top. Yep.
All three levels. There were more people at that show than any of the other shows.
Yeah.
Probably all
Yeah.
the other shows combined. maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know,
Yeah.
there were so many people.
So many people.
And then after we were done, we came back out. Phil was like, "Hey, there's someone here who wants to take a picture with you." We came back out, and then we just got swarmed.
Kid.
Everyone was like, "Oh, can I take a picture? Can I take a
We,
picture?"
we seriously felt like celebrities.
It was
was
amazing.
We had to have
And we were all just,
help
please.
us. Can you like somehow organize this because we can't do
Yeah.
this all at once?
We were like, "Please let this go on forever." It's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
I want this feel every day.
It was really great. Yeah.
But it was super cool. And yeah, like initially when people think, "Oh, you did a mall show? You sang at
Yeah.
a mall like that?" You guys,
Yeah.
There was a Sbarro.
there was yeah.
Yeah. So that was awesome. The next day was a Friday, and we had
Day
off
off.
that day.
Oh, we
But we did
But it wasn't a
something
day off.
really fun.
Oh, that's right. Yep.
Yep.
So we got to record with Jose Marie Chan. You may or may not know. He is he's been a big artist in the Philippines and around the world
King
since
of Christmas,
like the
Filipino
60s and
King
70s,
of
like
Christmas.
for a long time. And now he owns or is in the sugar business as well, and he does music on the side and stuff now. But so we got to do a song with him, and it's
In
one
a
of his
studio.
biggest songs. What's it called?
Christmas in our hearts.
Christmas in our
studio
hearts in a studio.
outside of Manila. Just a wild.
Yeah.
We're in a recording studio in a suburb of
Yes,
Manila,
with
singing with Frank Sinatra.
of the Philippines.
Philippines,
That's a
like-
good description for him.
Yeah,
Because
that's what
everybody
it
that
is.
you talk to that's from there, if you mention his name, they're like,
Oh,
he's
yeah.
very famous.
Absolutely.
but his song "Christmas in Our Hearts" is so. For those of you that don't know, which is probably all of you,
Yeah.
Filipinos start celebrating Christmas like in September. They love Christmas.
Yeah.
So his song it's a standard, like on every playlist.
And it leads
Always
kind
in
of religious
rotation.
a little bit. Like
Yeah,
it's,
they're a little religious. They're very
awesome.
Christian
Yeah.
in the Philippines.
Yeah.
So it makes sense. But yeah, that
and
was
the
very
message is great. It's
Yeah.
may the spirit of Christmas be always in
in
our
our
hearts. Like it's a good message.
It is.
And freedom. I guess I was about to say that he arranged it, but he didn't. That was Deke, right?
He did, yeah.
But he ran the session, and like it was. I mean, he did a great job.
Yeah. So this all transpired, and
That was fast.
while we were over there,
Yeah,
and we were
that's
like,
right.
crap, we need an arrangement. And it's like, okay, none of us can really do it because we don't have the bandwidth, and we're in Japan,
Or
and
gear and all that.
so we hit up Deke, and we're like, hey, can you arrange a song? And this dude arranges some music
So fast.
faster than any human being. And
So
like the
fast.
next day, we had a chart. It was crazy. So shout out Deke Sharon,
Yeah, shout out.
godfather of acapella. Yeah, that was great.
But he was so nice.
He was-
It's if I remember one thing, it would just be just like the sweetest guy.
Yeah, like he is that message. Like
Yes,
he fully
lived
embodies it.
Definitely him.
Yeah, it was amazing.
So I think I remember he walked us out almost all the way down to the car. And
No,
Yeah.
literally all the way down to the
Right.
car. Our driver was like,
like,
I gotta get a picture with him. He waited till we
as we're leaving, he's see ya, like he's
seeing off his kids to
yeah, like
college.
Yeah,
I mean,
that was awesome.
it-
That was.
It
That
was.
a great day. So that was cool. And then that night, I don't really think we did much. I think a few of
Hotel
us might
bar.
have went out.
Oh no, that is the night we went out.
We did.
Yeah, we hung out the whole
Like,
bar.
oh, because it was a.
Cross street.
Was that the night we walked out to that like promenade?
Yeah.
I don't know what the holiday was, but it was a holiday there at the time.
Oh, okay.
There was a lot
It
of
was
people
their
off.
Independence Day.
Their independence. That's
Yeah.
what it was. Okay, yeah, yeah. But anyway, so we hang out that night, and then the next day is our show, and our show is at the Asia something
Pacific
college.
Asia,
Pacific.
Asia
College,
Pacific College. Asia,
Yeah, it's right.
Coast College.
Mhm.
But the reception was awesome.
Mhm.
I feel like we did what we were supposed to do.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
Right.
We did
I
what
don't
we
know if
do
that makes
best,
sense,
is
like, we-
entertain.
Yeah. And I feel like everybody there was happy with us. And I feel like maybe I'm just not remembering things right, but I feel like on the way out, she was like, I want to have you guys back. I want
Yeah.
to have you back
Was it-
soon.
He was like, I want you
Excited.
back in January.
In
And we're like, okay,
January.
well, that might be a little
Yeah.
We're just coming off the
January,
fall
yeah.
With the song, yeah, but with the song coming out, though, I hope the song gets released there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be great.
I
That'd be
see
great.
that.
I don't know how that all works, but
We'll
I don't
figure it
know.
out.
Yeah.
But I think it's going to be on, I think we're going to include it on our new album that we
Yeah.
announced.
Yeah, of course.
Have we announced the album yet? I know we did a video for
Yeah,
it
it's
today. But I don't
on-
know if we put it
it's-
out yet. Sure.
Here we are.
We're doing a new album this year called Holiday Road. So
I'm pretty sure there's a slide in the show. that
yeah,
does
okay.
it.
So anyway, so yes, there's a new album coming out, and that one's going to be on it, I think, and it's going to be great. But
Then
yeah,
we fly home.
Yeah.
we did. We left.
Well, some of us.
We flew closer to home.
So we left the next day. I actually got home very easily, and
Nice.
I feel bad because
Bad.
some other guys didn't, but I just
Well,
had
And fell.
one stop on the
FL.
way home. Like I went
That's
from
nice.
Hill to San Francisco and then home. I think I was home by
Christmas Day.
4:30. Nice.
Yeah, it's
On,
our group.
Sunday afternoon. But yeah, man, like it just seems like it was
seems so
like a
long
year ago, but
know.
Yeah.
But then why
it was just so
while
fast.
We were there, it
Everything
felt
went
like we
so
were there.
fast.
While we were going through there, it went by so fast. Oh my
and that's
God.
interesting how it see, I thought when we were there,
Time stopped.
Yeah.
So
Like,
when
we've been in
we-
Tokyo for a
when we
year.
went to Tokyo, I was like, when were we in Indonesia? Like a month ago?
Okay.
No, it was last
It's also,
week.
it's also wild too, and we didn't mention this, but like you were on the total like 12 hours opposite of your family, trying to contact them and be like,
Yeah.
oh, now they're sleeping. Now you're sleeping.
That was actually easier than I
Was
thought
it?
as well.
How did you
Only because it was exactly flipped.
right.
Yeah.
So when you wake up in the morning
Like
I'm
8 o'clock
ready
at
for
night.
bed.
at 8 o'clock or
Yeah.
whatever, then it's right. And then at your night,
It's
it's
their morning. Yeah.
and it almost makes it easier because you're like, here's when I have to call. Have
Yeah.
not yeah.
Yeah.
It too.
Yes. Not have to call, but like
Dun,
or-
dun,
or
dun.
I get to call or like
Don't worry.
or I have
None
to
of our
call-
wives listen to
not
this.
the call
Wait, not wait now.
in these exact times because it just works out the best.
Yeah.
That's when it
That's when you catch them.
But I'd say all in all, I think all of us want to go back. I think all of
Crazy
us-
success.
Yeah.
Couldn't have gone any better, in my opinion. Like
Yeah.
it was.
Craving the sushi and the ramen. I want some more of that.
But next time we go, I'm taking you guys to the steak place.
Yes,
It's
we need to do that. Yeah.
I will
that's what-
say at
it's
the end,
insane.
I was a little bit sushied out. I feel
For you?
like.
Okay.
I feel like at the end I was
First meal I had when I got home was
Sushi.
sushi. And then 4 days after I got home, Jamie and the kids and I went to New York.
yeah.
Two of the
Oh, that's
dinners.
right. You went right away.
Two of the dinners, sushi.
Nice.
I was like, I can eat sushi every day. I never
Um,
get tired of it.
So the last thing I'll ask is, how was it on the way home? Like adjusting.
Thankfully, I had a bonus night in Salt Lake, but
Oh, that's right. Yeah. you
so
stopped.
I got to sleep at a hotel. But then I would say like the first 2 or 3 days, like when it would hit like 7:30 at night, I would just crash hard. Where like all
Yeah.
my energy just went
Right.
and I was like, I'm really tired. I'm
Yeah, I
sorry.
noticed that I think for 3 days, I was up early. I
Yeah,
was
oh,
up at
yeah.
like
Sick.
4:30 or
Yeah.
5.
Yeah, I was up at like 5.
Like
5:30.
actually woke up though, and I was up, and I was like, "This is awesome."
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Best.
Like,
when you have the house to
There's
yourself,
nobody
so
up. I was
quiet,
like,
it's great.
I should do this all the time, and then it slowly went back into okay.
Yeah.
Now it's 6:30, and I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah,
Jamie kind of liked it because normally when I'm home, like I like to stay up late,
yeah,
and she wants to sleep earlier. So she's always I sleep alone half the year because
Yeah.
you're gone. Like now I'm
Yeah,
sleeping alone and
and
you're
then
in the house.
you're up.
Like,
Yeah,
but also whatever. There's a lot of moving parts
Yeah.
there.
oh, yeah,
But 9 o'clock, and I was like, I gotta go to bed.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
I was like, I'm so
you were
tired.
struggling. Yeah.
But like I'm sure you like tried really hard.
only for a couple days, and then it got back to normal.
No, but I'm saying like even like immediately when we got back, like I'm sure you tried very hard to stay up to watch your Thunder beat his
Yeah.
Pacers
that's other thing we didn't talk about
in the finals.
is that luckily on the basis
Yeah.
there was
NBA.
we get to watch.
And in Tokyo, we got to watch it in the room.
We did.
Yeah, we shared a room.
We
The
also
three of
watched-
us were in one.
Oh yeah,
room.
that's what we
watched
talk about that.
Manila, and what was on right after the game in Manila?
Cockfighting.
Talk-
Yeah, legit league sanctioned.
And, like,
oh man,
Started, like,
sponsors.
the drugs to give your
Yeah,
poster
this
it.
is the commercials. Here's the feed. You got to give your like
that's
fight dinner.
amazing. I did not.
I was
see
like,
that.
oh my goodness, this is like a
Yeah,
real thing.
that's intense.
They have. Oh, it's like a
into it.
huge thing over there.
Oh man, that's what we should have gone and
See
seen.
cockfighting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm all set.
Yeah, good on that.
I see it on my property.
All right,
That was a good one.
man,
We had a lot to cover.
that was a lot of fun to go back and
Relive. it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
If we listen,
think
if-
about all those.
If we
those things.
rehearsed anywhere outside of Nashville, we
Mhm.
probably would have already done a podcast. But we rehearsed in Nashville, so you're
Yeah.
home. So you're not going to be like, "Hey, I was away all day for
Mhm.
rehearsal. I'm also going to leave for another
right.
2 hours."
And also, a lot of us, have a lot of work to do right now, just with the album coming up and
Yep.
a bunch of
Yeah,
stuff.
we had
so,
about a week,
so yeah.
almost 2 weeks in
Yeah.
between Asia and this run to get everything ready for the 90s tour. And then we took a week to rehearse
learn everything,
and
yeah.
then get the show up last week. And then now it's in a great
Mhm.
place, and we can't wait for you
Yeah.
to see it.
yeah.
So we have
So
until August 27th to deliver
That's right.
a holiday album.
we sure do.
So we are hard at work.
And we're gonna make it
recording all
happen.
days.
We're gonna make it happen.
Show days. We're all recording in a dressing room. We're
Mhm.
doing it.
Yeah.
Doing
Doing good.
things. That's the
Um,
fun surprises.
but you can expect, just as we're out on the road here, I think that we all want to get into a regular rotation. I think again of having a weekly pod. So I think we're going to do that. And as always, we love the fact you guys listen. And in this off time, you were like, hey guys, so when you're doing another podcast, whatever, super
Dude.
encouraging.
Sorry we didn't get to any questions, but we had a lot to cover. So
Absolutely,
next time we'll
yeah.
get some questions in there.
So is there anything else you guys want to say as we wrap up episode
Yes.
number 32?
Do you?
Yes, I
Yeah.
do. I do have something to say.
What's up?
We're on tour, boys.
We are.
We're on the 90s
We are.
two
Y'all come see it.
tour.
Dude.
And all the reviews have been saying that this is the best show yet.
No, Rolling Stone.
I was unsure if this was going to be better than last summer, but the fans are saying it. I'm not saying it. They're saying it.
Yeah.
And listen, we're going to a lot of cities and we're not going to all of them. So if we're not coming
Right.
to yours, don't worry. We got you.
Oh, yeah.
This coming Saturday, the 19th of July, 2025, we are live streaming our show from
We are.
Dipshawana, Indiana. You can
One of
get
the
that
coolest venues
information.
around.
Yeah, the largest screen ever. It's like IMAX for Acapella Max. You can get that information at sncmusic.com. Give it as a gift.
Yeah.
If you want to listen, again, people always ask, how can we help you? How can we help you? Introduce us to people.
Mhm.
Most people don't know who we are still. Introduce us. Be like, hey,
They
I got you this live stream. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like-
absolutely.
2 trips to Starbucks.
And it will be available for 24 to 48 hours afterwards. Am I-
Yeah,
is that right?
I don't know what
Okay.
this one is exactly, but at least
We'll let
At
you
least
know.
Either way, like if
I
you
don't-
get it, you can watch it. You can watch it live, or you can watch it for, I would say, at least a day afterwards, probably. So,
yeah, probably.
It's at 8
Um,
p.m. on Saturday night.
Yeah.
all right. Hey, this is gonna wrap it up for episode number 32. So, for Seggy and Tyler and Mike, this has been the Unofficial Official Podcast, and we will see you guys next week. Thanks for listening. See ya.